What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Nintendo just launched a full-scale attack on your wallet. Okay, maybe if the original Labo didn't sell you, the VR Labo might not either, but they're making quite a push for it. If you haven't seen already, on social media, Nintendo just randomly announced that they're adding VR support to the two biggest games on the Nintendo Switch, Super Mario Odyssey and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. These two games are getting VR support added on shortly after Labo VR gets released, and a lot of people online are going pretty nuts right now. Nintendo sure has a way of surprising people. Using their official Twitter account, Nintendo of America posted, "Experience two beloved games in new ways with the Toy-Con VR goggles from the Nintendo Labo VR kit." And according to the trailer they showed and some of the tidbits they announced, they're going to be very vastly different experiences. Super Mario Odyssey is going to add 3 different mini bite-sized levels of VR to the game, while The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild looks like it's going to be a full-scale VR experience. The entire game can now be played with the goggles. Which begs the question, one of many that I have with this, is how is this going to be comfortable? This is one of those kits that you don't have a strap for your head, so you have to hold it against your face the entire time you're playing. It doesn't seem very useful, very rational of a way to use it. I don't know if Nintendo is going to add a strap or give people a way to put this thing on for longer periods of time. There's a lot of questions involved with this, but let's just suffice it to say that it's exciting that not only is there DLC coming to these games that are big fan favorites, but it's free DLC. Another question that I have with this is it looks like it's just making it VR. It's not actually changing the game modes. It's not making it first person like you would think a VR game would do. So interesting that they're going this direction with it. I'm wondering if Nintendo is just kind of putting the pedal to the metal, trying to sell as many VR kits as possible and pushing the product by making DLC for their 2 most popular games. That way it's an extra incentive for people that might be on the fence if they want to buy this or not to say, hey, I already have a couple of games that will work with this. Why not give it a shot? I mean, for the headset, the base unit, it's $40. Not a gigantic investment, but it also begs the question of, is Nintendo going to come out with just a generic headpiece that you can connect this thing to so that you don't need to build the Labo kit every time you want to play one of these? Everyone needs to build a Labo kit. It seems very interesting that they go this direction right now with it. It's exciting, don't get me wrong, and yes, I already have the Labo VR headset pre-ordered, so that's not going to be an issue for me. It didn't push me over the edge to do it because I'm a ridiculous person that buys everything that I don't need. I'm pretty excited about this, but for people out there that were on the fence that might be buying it, I have a feeling this is going to be pushing a lot of people over the edge. It's actually a fantastic surprise. Nintendo is one of the best marketing companies out there, and making this decision to put these games as part of the package for DLC for the VR headset, it's kind of a no-brainer if you take a step back and think about it. And in a way, it makes me more excited for the future of Nintendo and VR if they're making these steps initially for it, what they can do in the future. Like I said originally, it's going to be very strange where you have to hold this thing against your face while you're playing it in VR mode on Breath of the Wild for long periods of time. I could imagine that's not going to be very comfortable. So if Nintendo is going to be coming out with some sort of add-on that you can connect this thing to your head so you don't have to hold it against your face the entire time, that would be ideal. But even more so, a separate unit where you can actually just connect this thing in and not have to build it if you want to play in VR. That seems like it will be coming down the road, but if they came out with that first, then they wouldn't be able to push the cardboard VR units. So I have a feeling Nintendo will be coming out with that basic plastic headset to slide your Switch into, but until then, the VR headset is only $40, and it's something that I am looking forward to as much as I thought I was done with Labo the first time around. This holds a ton of potential for the future of Nintendo Switch games and what we'd be able to do with them. Just think about all the games that could add on a VR mode, like third-party games, like racing games for instance, where you could just download an update and be able to play a VR mode of a Switch racing game on the Nintendo Switch, which would have been impossible before, but with Nintendo doing this with their first party titles, it opens the floodgates for all the possibilities, and it's tremendously exciting for those of us that want to see where this goes. Not that I'm expecting much out of this, But hey, if Nintendo goes ahead and makes more things first party, can we please get that Virtual Boy collection like I talked about in one of my previous videos? I feel like that is an instant moneymaker and would be genius and simple to do. And let's be real about this, there are a lot of curious people that would want to buy the Nintendo VR Labo headset cardboard kit if there was a Virtual Boy collection available. So Nintendo, if you watch this, do the obvious thing and make that, and that would really put a lot of people over the edge to buy this. But as it stands right now, this information extremely exciting. Even though it's not changing the games up much, it's not going to be adding a first-person mode. It's basically just slapping the Switch at your face and making it a lot closer to play. So not really sure how much different the experience is going to be, but I am interested to try it out. Leave it right there, but I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about this, if this is pushing you over the edge for it, if you think it's a ridiculous update that doesn't need to be done and Nintendo is just going way over the top to sell these kits. Let me know where you stand on it. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Smash,